Hey everyone, I'm Don Harkins with Your Florida House Team and Your Florida Loan Team. I've got a real estate market update for you for Central Florida. It's Wednesday, May 13th, 2020, and I'll jump right in and start with prices. So we saw prices slip back a little bit, which I think is a good thing. The median list price last week was $305,000. That's down from the previous week by $10,000. Last week we saw a median list price at $315,000. And that's up about 5.5% from the same week last year where prices were at $289,000. So this is probably more sustainable pricing levels than what we saw come up last week. That was sort of an anomaly, but like we mentioned, that was the first week where the market had really picked back up. So we had a lot of sellers jumping into the market who'd been waiting, and I think that kind of threw our numbers off a little bit for the week. Going to inventory levels, we saw this past week 504 new listings hit the market. That's the highest number of new listings that we've seen since we started tracking this a few weeks ago. Same week last year, we saw 462 new listings. So from last year, that's a 9% increase. And from last week, that's a 7% increase. So again, we mentioned last week that we were starting to see the market pick back up, and that trend has definitely continued. For buyers, it's important to realize, and for sellers, this increase in new listings is not even coming close to solving the inventory crunch. So we went back and ran some numbers over the last 6 months to see how many sales are closing on average. And what we saw is a total of 3,145 closed sales for the time period from December 1st to May 13th. When we break that down by month, that's 524 sales a month. So what we see in the market right now is 1,207 active listings, and we know 524 a month are selling. That gives us 2.3 months of inventory, which means we are in an incredibly strong seller's market. Whoa. A balanced market would see about 6 months of inventory, and we're sitting at 2.3 months. So if you are a seller, you're going to be getting a premium for your property. You're going to be selling in less time if you're listing your home on the market today. If you're a buyer and you see a well-priced home and a home that's in great condition hitting the market, definitely be expecting multiple offers on that property. On average, our homes in our MLS are selling for about 98% of list price. But if you're a buyer shopping right now, you should really be making offers closer to 100% of list price, if not more, if you want to stay competitive. We've been tracking showings for you as well, and showings at the kind of bottom of where we were at in the market, we saw an 85% decrease in total showings year over year. Showings have rebounded tremendously. We're only at about 17% off from last year's level, so about a 70% increase in the number of showings. So buyers are 100% back in the market shopping, and that's evidenced by the low inventory levels, but we're also able to really easily track that with our showing software. Looking at the mortgage market, rates have really stabilized over the past few weeks and are kind of hovering still at historic lows, but we're not really seeing the big swings and fluctuations that we were seeing when the market was going so crazy. And what we've got is a company called Optimal Blue that tracks pricing across the country. So this isn't for any specific lender or any specific buyers. These aren't even necessarily offered rates. But what it does let us see is where people who are shopping for mortgages wind up locking their mortgages. And Optimal Blue provides this data and is showing us that right now people are locking around the 3.3% range for 30-year conforming loans. For jumbo loans, a little bit higher, 3.45%. FHA loans, kind of around that same 3.43%. VA loans, looking the most competitive at around 3%. So again, those are based on national numbers, but it gives you an idea of what's available out in the marketplace. Also, I thought it was really interesting to take a look at this one-year chart of rate trends to see just how dramatically, even from a year ago, rates have really come down. And even though the last couple of weeks we haven't seen a lot of movement, this is a massive decrease in rates over the last 12 months, and I wouldn't expect them to stay here for too long. It's hard to say for sure how long they'll be here, but pretty impressive decrease in rates overall. So that kind of gives you an idea of where we're at. If you are a seller, important thing to remember, if there's a great opportunity getting your home on the market right now, there's plenty of buyers in the marketplace. If you're a buyer, The takeaway is work with an agent who's going to help you write a strong competitive offer. You're most likely going to be running into multiple offer situations on any property that's decently priced and move-in ready. And the last thing I want to tell you guys about is a great property that we have listed for sale in Celebration, Florida. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,700 square foot home. It is completely turnkey and move-in ready. It's got a really great backyard. It's got an awesome man cave. It's got a fantastic layout for a small family or even larger households. It's walking distance to the city center there. They've got a great park and community pool close by. So if you know anybody who's looking in that area, this home is priced at $429,900. It just had a massive price reduction of $13,000. The sellers would love to show the home to you. It's been excellently maintained, so give us a call if you have any interest in the Celebration area. As always, we want to make it as easy as possible for you to list your home for sale or purchase a new home. If you are thinking about purchasing, shoot us a text, loan 1 to 321-204-1789. And if you're thinking about selling, the best place to start is just to have a pricing discussion and figure out what your home's value looks like. So visit yourfloridahousesearch.com, look for our home valuation tool, kind of get a ballpark of where your home's value is sitting today, and then give us a call to really fine tune that and hear about what our marketing strategy could do for you. I'm Don Harkins. You can reach me at 321-377-0341. I appreciate you guys watching and following along the last couple weeks, and have a great day. I'm sure we've all made some quarantine purchases over the last couple of weeks. That was mine. I'd love to see what yours is. Drop it in the comments below.